Blouse. She wore a beautiful blouse with intricate embroidery. Blown. The wind had blown away all the leaves from the trees. Blush. Sarah couldn't help but blush when he complimented her. Bold. The sign was written in bold letters to grab attention. Boundary. The river formed a natural boundary between the two countries. Brag. Tom tended to brag about his achievements at work. Breadth. The breadth of knowledge covered in the book was impressive. Breakup. The couple decided on a mutual breakup after years of disagreements. Breathe. Remember to breathe deeply during moments of stress. Breed. They decided to breed the two dogs to have puppies. Breeze. The gentle breeze rustled the leaves on the trees. Bribery. Bribery is considered a serious offense in many legal systems. Bronze. She won a bronze medal in the swimming competition. Browse. I like to browse the internet to discover interesting articles. Bruise. She had a nasty bruise on her arm from the fall. Buffet. The restaurant offered a diverse buffet of international cuisines. Bumper. The car had a dent in the bumper from a minor collision. Bundle. He carried a bundle of firewood to the campsite. Bureaucracy. The company's slow bureaucracy decision-making was due to excessive bureaucracy. Burglar. The burglar was caught trying to break into the house. Burp. The baby let out a loud burp after finishing the bottle. Cab. We hailed a cab to take us to the airport. Cabbage. The recipe called for fresh cabbage to make coleslaw. Calculation. The engineer double-checked his calculation before presenting the design. Calculator. She used a scientific calculator to solve the math problem. Calf. The baby cow, or calf, was frolicking in the field. Calligraphy. Her calligraphy wedding invitations were beautifully written in elegant calligraphy. Calorie. She counted every calorie to stay within her daily limit. Camel. The desert camel caravan was led by a majestic camel. Camouflage. The soldiers wore camouflage uniforms to blend into the forest. Canal. The canal city was crisscrossed with a network of canals. Cane. The old man walked with the help of a sturdy cane. Cannon. The cannon historical reenactment featured the firing of an antique cannon. Canyon. The Grand Canyon is a breathtaking natural wonder. Cape. She wrapped herself in a warm cape to shield against the cold. Caption. The caption photo had a witty caption that made everyone laugh. Carbon. Carbon is a key element in many organic compounds. Cardboard. The cardboard package was made of sturdy cardboard to protect its contents. Careless. His careless mistake cost the team the game. Cargo. The ship was loaded with valuable cargo from distant lands. Carpenter. The carpenter's skilled carpenter crafted a beautiful wooden table. Carriage. The royal carriage was pulled by 4 white horses. Carry on. Carry on. Despite the challenges, they decided to carry on with the project. Carsick. The winding Carsick mountain roads made her feel carsick. Cartoon. The children enjoyed watching a funny cartoon on TV. Cashier. The cashier rang up the total on the register. Cassette. He found an old cassette mixtape in a dusty box with a classic audio cassette. Casualty. The casualty hospital treated the casualty with immediate attention. Cattle. The rancher raised a herd of healthy cattle. Caught. The cat caught the mouse in the kitchen. Caution. The sign on the road warned drivers to proceed with caution. Cautious. Be cautious when crossing the street during rush hour. Cellar. The wine bottles were stored in the cool cellar. Celsius. The temperature outside is 25 degrees Celsius. Censor. The government decided to censor certain parts of the film. Centigrade. The thermometer measures the temperature in degrees centigrade. Chalk. The teacher used colorful chalk to write on the blackboard. Characterize. His ability to stay calm in a crisis characterizes his leadership. Chilly. The air was chilly as winter approached. Chimney. Smoke billowed from the chimney of the old farmhouse. Chore. Doing the dishes is my least favorite household chore. Circuit. The electrician fixed a short circuit in the wiring. Civilian. The police officer helped a civilian in need. Civilization. The construction of the pyramids marked an ancient civilization. Civilize. The explorers sought to civilize the indigenous people. Clap. The audience gave a loud clap after the performance. Clarify. Please clarify your statement for better understanding. Clash. The two teams will clash in the championship game. Classical. Mozart's music is an example of classical composition. Classify. Scientists classify animals based on shared characteristics. Classmate. Sarah sat next to her favorite classmate during the lecture. Clause. The contract contained a specific clause regarding payment. Cleaner. The new cleaner removed tough stains with ease. Clockwise. Turn the knob clockwise to adjust the volume. Clinical. The doctor's clinical analysis provided valuable insights. Cloudy. The weather forecast predicted a cloudy day with possible rain. Clumsy. His clumsy attempt to fix the vase only made it worse. Coalition. The political parties formed a coalition to work together. Coastline. The beautiful coastline attracted tourists from all over. Cocoa. She enjoyed a cup of hot cocoa on a cold winter evening. Coconut. The tropical island was known for its fresh coconut trees. Coercive. The dictator used coercive tactics to maintain control. Cogent. The speaker presented a cogent argument that convinced many. Coherence. The essay lacked coherence due to disorganized thoughts. Coherent. Despite the complex topic, the professor's lecture was coherent. Coincident. Their paths crossed in a strange coincidence at the airport. Colloquial. The author used colloquial language to connect with readers. Colonel. The colonel led his troops with great skill. Colonialism. The history class discussed the impact of colonialism on societies. Colonist. The colonist built a settlement in the New World. Colony. The ant colony worked together to gather food. Colorful. The garden was filled with colorful flowers. Columnist. The columnist wrote a thought-provoking piece for the newspaper. Comb. She used a wide-toothed comb to detangle her hair. Comma. Don't forget to use a comma to separate items in a list. Command. The general gave a strict command to his troops. Commentary. The sports commentary provided analysis of the game. Commerce. The city thrived as a center of commerce and trade. Commodity. Gold is a valuable commodity in the market. Companion. Her loyal dog was her constant companion. Compass. The hiker used a compass to navigate through the forest. Gemini. People born between May 21st and June 20th fall under the zodiac sign Gemini. Kin. Family members are often referred to as kin. Scammer. Be cautious of online scammers trying to steal personal information. Debut. The young musician made her debut on the big stage. Decoy. The hunter used a fake bird as a decoy to attract ducks. Decrease. The company saw a significant decrease in sales. Deduct. You can deduct certain expenses when filing your taxes. Defective. The manufacturer recalled the product due to a defective design. Dehydrated. After the long hike, they felt dehydrated and exhausted. Delegate. The manager decided to delegate tasks to different team members. Delinquent. The court dealt with cases involving juvenile delinquent behavior. Dependable. A good friend is someone who is reliable and dependable. Descend. The plane began to descend for landing. Descendant. The family reunion included several generations of descendants. Detest. She couldn't help but detest the taste of the medicine. Diagnose. The doctor needed more tests to accurately diagnose the illness. Diameter. The diameter of the circle is twice the radius. Disadvantage. Being late to the meeting put him at a disadvantage. Does she know about the surprise party? Educate. The goal of the program is to educate children in underprivileged areas. Eject. The pilot had to eject from the malfunctioning plane. Enforce. The police are here to enforce the law. Enlarge. You can enlarge the image by clicking on it. Inquiry. The customer made an inquiry about the product. Entrepreneur. The young entrepreneur started her own business. Eraser. Use the eraser to correct mistakes in your homework. Erosion. Coastal erosion can have a significant impact on landscapes. Erupt. the volcano is expected to erupt at any moment. Eruption, the volcanic eruption caused widespread panic, etc. Bring all the necessary items for camping, etc. Ethnic, the city is known for its rich ethnic diversity. Evaluate, it's important to evaluate the pros and cons before making a decision. Exaggerate, some people tend to exaggerate their achievements. Exceed, the project's expenses may exceed the initial budget. Excite, the thrilling movie is sure to excite audiences. Exclaim, she couldn't help but exclaim when she saw the surprise. Exclude, please exclude irrelevant information from the report. Exhibit, the museum will exhibit rare artifacts next month. Exhibition, the art exhibition showcased works from local artists. Exile, the political activist lived in exile for many years. Expansion, the company is planning an expansion into international markets. Expedition, the mountain climbers began the dangerous expedition. Expel, the school may expel students for serious violations. Export, the country is a major exporter of agricultural products. External, external factors can influence the success of a business. Eyebrow, she raised an eyebrow in surprise at the unexpected news. Eyelash, her long eyelashes enhanced her already beautiful eyes. Far away, the hiker gazed into the faraway horizon. Fatality, the car accident resulted in a tragic fatality. Fatigue, the long journey left them feeling a deep sense of fatigue. Favorable, the weather forecast predicts favorable conditions for the weekend. Fearful, the child was fearful of the thunderstorm. February, February is the shortest month of the year. Fertile, the soil in the valley is highly fertile for agriculture. Fibber, a fibber often tells small lies to avoid consequences. Fiscal, the company is facing fiscal challenges due to economic downturns. Fitness, regular exercise contributes to overall health and fitness. Famine, the relief efforts aim to combat the effects of the famine. Flinch, despite the loud noise, she didn't flinch. Fluctuate, prices in the stock market tend to fluctuate. Fluent, she is fluent in 3 different languages. Font, the graphic designer chose a stylish font for the website. Forecast, the meteorologist provides the daily weather forecast. Foreigner, as a foreigner, he had to adapt to a new culture. Format, the document needs to be in the correct format. Fossil, paleontologists study ancient fossil remains. Fraction, a fraction of the budget was allocated to research. Fragrance, the garden emitted a pleasant fragrance. Framework, the architect designed the framework for the new building. Furnish, the interior designer helped furnish the elegant living room. Gadget, the tech store offered a variety of innovative gadgets. Gangster, the police arrested the notorious gangster. Garment, the fashion designer created a stunning new garment. Garnish, the chef used herbs to garnish the dish. Gasp, the unexpected twist in the story made her gasp. Gave, she gave her friend a thoughtful birthday present. Gaze, they shared a meaningful gaze across the room. Gel, use hair gel to style your hair in place. Generalization, avoid making a sweeping generalization without sufficient evidence. Generalize, it's not fair to generalize about an entire group based on the actions of a few. Generic, the store brand cereal is a more generic option than the popular name brand. Geography, studying geography helps us understand the world's physical features. Geometry, geometry involves the study of shapes and their properties. Giggle, the children couldn't help but giggle during the funny movie. Given, given the circumstances, the decision was understandable. Glacier, the massive glacier slowly moved over the landscape. Gloomy, the gloomy weather matched her somber mood. Glory, the athlete basked in the glory of winning the championship. Graceful, the ballet dancer moved with a graceful elegance across the stage. Gradual, the transition from day to night was a gradual process. Graphics, the video game had stunning and realistic graphics. Groan, the old floorboards would occasionally groan underfoot. Grocer, We bought fresh vegetables from the local grocer. Habitat. The rainforest is the habitat of many unique species. Habitual. Morning coffee became a habitual routine for him. Handkerchief. He pulled out a clean handkerchief to wipe his face. Hardy. The hardy plants survived the harsh winter. Harmful. Smoking is known to be harmful to one's health. Has. She has a collection of vintage stamps.